Another week of the BSN Sports Coaches Matchup of the Week on the MSA Sports Network. This one a big win for Highlands. 12-10 over Montour. It was a completely different Golden Rams team in the second half. Before we get to halftime in the locker room and before we get to the second half, let me ask you about the first half, Coach. And by the way, where was Sam Albert, the coach of the Highlands Golden Rams? That first half, a little rough, 10-0 at the half. What happened in the first half?
We made a couple mistakes. We had them 3rd and 15. We're screaming, screen, screen. And our D-line, when we send our backers up the field, they're supposed to stay. Of course, they didn't. Sure. Everybody went up the field, and they hit the screen all the way down. And they're a very strong up-front football team, and they scored on us. And then our punter, I don't know if he dropped the ball, if he punted into the up man, but we gave him the ball on our 8-yard line. And that's why I'm so proud of our defense. We stuff them there and they don't score. So if you take 2 plays away, our defense actually played well in the first half.
What was it offensively in the first half? Just
you know what, they're big up front, and we came in at halftime and we challenged them. Like, it's one of them times where you scream and yell and embarrass them and everything you can think of. And we told them, listen, if you're not going to go in and fight the second half, stay here. But the people that want to fight and win this football game, I tell you, they stepped up our offensive line. We take the ball, push it right down the field.
I was going to ask you, I've been in locker rooms, right? The screaming locker rooms at halftime of a basketball game, a football game. And it's ugly, but obviously, whatever you said, your team responded.
Well, I'm proud of them, too. You know, they could have folded. It's a very good, well-coached football team. And they responded. You know, we scream and yell, and I love them, and they love me back, and that's important, so I can yell at them and get away with it. But I'm real proud. And our defense in the second half was lights out.
Oh, yeah. Your run game in the second half, because you possessed the ball for, 6 minutes to start the second half. What turned around there?
Well, our line started coming off the ball. Jet, our running backs run hard. They always run hard, and Braden's a monster you can't tackle.
Yeah.
You know. But the big key was our offensive line stepped up, manned up, and started coming off the ball.
You ran direct snaps up
direct
the middle.
Snaps right up the middle. We didn't change anything. Our kids just decided to let's fight, and they fought in the second half.
Talking with head coach Sam Albert of the Highlands Golden Rams after a 12-10 victory over Montour. Coach, this is a big win for you guys. You were at 1-3 in the section. Now you're at 2-3 in a big matchup next week now against Blackhawk. They beat Ambridge tonight. Probably expected, but either way a win. Now you battle them for 4th place next week.
You can't go on records like it. You will look at us against Newcastle. They beat us by 3. We had a touchdown called back. They run the option. We get to recover. They call it incomplete pass, which is beyond me. We had Mars beat. We knocked us out on that 1-inch line and one play. So our kids fight hard every week. This conference, in all my years, there is.
Yeah, it's
each
good.
week's a battle, man. Everybody's well coached. Everybody has players. But tonight, I'm just really proud of our kids because they could have folded, and they responded after the half.
What else has to be said? I mean, anything that you want to add about your team's effort in the second half, especially? And then...
No, you know, our kids come to fight usually the whole game. The first half, we made some mistakes, but again, we'll never fold our kids' efforts. Especially defensively. They're out, man. They had to outweigh us 80 pounds a man some spots. And our kids just battled.
We had you ranked at number 10 coming into the week in our top 10 at MSA Sports. You beat the number 6 team. Obviously, that's a big win. But to be ranked at number 10 and you were under 500 to start the game at 2-3, now you're 3-3. I mean, at least you're getting a little respect there. Now you're getting
like I said, you know, and I appreciate it. I look at them and they picked us to win this game. And whoever the chick picks made a very good comment. If you look at us, you know, our record is no indication of the games we've played.
Because they've all been close.
They've all been very close, one play away. So we could be undefeated and ranked 1 or 2, you know. But we're proud of where we're at. The kids could have folded, and they didn't. They stepped up tonight, and I'm really proud of them.
Well, head coach Sam Albert, proud of the kids at Highlands. We'll talk with a couple of them on the center stage, but for now, our BSN Sports Coach of the Week, Sam Albert of Highlands, 12-10 over Montour on MSA Sports Center Stage.